Namaste students, in this video we are going to see exercise 10.2, fourth, fifth and sixth problem. First fourth problem. Prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of the diameter of a circle are parallel. Okay, so this is a circle with the center O, with the center O, and I'm going to draw a diameter first. Prove that the tangent drawn at the ends of the diameter. From the ends of the diameter, you have to draw the tangents. This is one tangent and this is one tangent. Okay, so what we have to prove now? Prove that the tangent drawn at the ends of the diameter of a circle are parallel. You have to prove this is parallel. AB is parallel to PQ. This one day you have to prove. Clear, Kana? So now, first what we have to write? Given. What you have to write, Kana? Given. So diameter, I'm going to name this as X and Y. So given XY, first point, XY is a diameter of the circle. Next point, the lines AB and PQ. AB and PQ are tangents at points X and Y. X and Y respectively. Clear, Kana? So XY is the diameter of the circle with the center O. The lines AB and PQ are the tangent at the points X and Y respectively. Clear, children? Now, what we have to prove? We have to prove that AB parallel to PQ. When we can tell the two lines are parallel, what condition we have if the two lines are parallel? What are all things we can tell? Alternate interior angles are equal, alternate exterior angles are equal, and corresponding angles are equal. Everything we can tell, no? So, in this, what I am going to prove is, I am going to tell that in alternate interior angles are equal. I am going to tell that this angle is equal to this angle and this angle will be equal to this angle. If I tell that these angles are equal, means I can tell that the two lines are parallel. If I said alternate interior angles are equal, means we can tell AB and PQ are equal. Clear, children? How we can tell that these two angles are equal? How we can tell, Kana? One theorem we have in circle. What theorem? If we join the center and the point of contact, then it will make OX perpendicular to AB. It will make 90 degree. Clear, children? That theorem only I am going to use here. So first, proof. Since AB is tangent, OX is the radius, X is the point of contact, So we know that OX perpendicular to AB by theorem 10.1. Clear, children? So now, since it is perpendicular, what we can tell? The angle OXA is equal to 90 degree. That angle X is 90 degree. And then another one we have now. Since PQ is tangent OY is the radius, Y is a point of contact. It implies OY perpendicular to PQ by theorem 10.1. It implies angle OYQ is equal to 90 degree. Clear, Kana? If this is 90 degree means this one also 90 degree. If this angle is 90 degree means this one also 90 degree. So we can tell that two pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Two pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Clear, children? So mark this as 1 and this as 2. So from 1 and 2 we can tell that angle OXA is equal to angle OYQ. Both angles are equal. Since both angles are 90 degree, that it is alternate interior angles. Clear, children? So now we proved that this angle is equal to this angle. Okay, and since this is 90 degree, this one also 90 degree. Since this is 90 degree, this one also 90 degree. So I can tell that this angle and this angle also equal. Similarly, and we can tell also angle OXB and OYQ both are equal by alternate interior angles. Clear? Since alternate interior angles are equal, lines AB and PQ will be parallel. That must be parallel. Clear, children? Okay. Next, hence we proved that the tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter of a circle are parallel. Clear, children? So this is the diameter and AB and PQ are the lines or tangents at point X and Y. We have to prove that AB perpendicular to PQ. First I have taken this one. Since AB is a tangent, OX is the radius and X is a point of contact, then we by the theorem 10.1 we can tell that OX will be perpendicular to AB. So we can tell OAX is 90 degree. OAX is 90 degree. Similarly, we can tell that OYQ is equal to 90 degree. From 1 and 2, we can tell that both the angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Similarly, we can tell that this angle and this angle also equal. Since the alternate interior angles are equal, the lines AB and PQ will be parallel. So hence we proved that the tangents drawn at the ends of the diameter of a circle are equal. Are you all clear, children? Next, fifth problem. Prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. We know that if we join the center and the point of contact of the tangent, then it will make 90 degree. That we know. Here what we have to prove is perpendicular at the, if it is perpendicular means at the point of contact to the tangent to the circle, it must be passes through the center. If it is perpendicular means it must be passes through the center. That converse part we have to prove. Okay, for that I am going to draw one tangent. This is A, B, and this is a point of contact P. This we know it is 90 degree. They said prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. You have to prove that this line is passing through the center only. Passing through the center only. That only you have to prove. Clear, Kana? So first write the given. Given. Let AB be a tangent to a circle, at the point of contact P. Now let PD be perpendicular to the tangent AB at P. AB at P. So what we are going to consider that D, one line is there, D, consider, okay, this one is consider, D, PD be perpendicular to the tangent AB at P. Okay. Then we have to prove that actually you have to draw this line on OP only. Okay. To consider, I am drawing like this. Okay. PD passes through center. PD, you have to prove that I am going to consider one line. Okay, wow. That is perpendicular. I said that it is perpendicular line only to the tangent AB. You have to prove that this PD passing through the center only. Passing through the center. Oh, that you have to prove. Clear, children? AB be a tangent to a circle at the point of contact P. Let PD, actually this line must lie on OP only. Just for consideration, I have drawn like this. Clear? Let PD be perpendicular, but I mentioned that it is perpendicular. Perpendicular means what? It must be lie on that OP only. No, perpendicular to the tangent AB at P. Now you have to prove that PD passes through the center only. That is PD going to lie on the OP only. Clear, children? Now start proof. This one also I am going to consider that if possible, let PD not passes through. not passes through center O. Clear, children? We have to prove that PD passes through the center O. But I am going to take that let PD not passes through center O. First that I am going to take. Okay. And then we know that by tangent radius theorem. That is theorem 10.1. We can tell that DPB, if it is not passes through the center, we told, but I mentioned that PD be perpendicular to the tangent AB at P. I mentioned that one. So, I am going to take that DPB is equal to 90 degree. Clear, children? Mark this as 1. And already we drawn one line, that OP, that is perpendicular line. That is perpendicular line. So I going to write that angle OPB is equal to 90 degree. That already we know. Both we are going to write by the theorem 10.1. First one, we have drawn one circle, center, point of contact, everything we know. That what we have to prove, that perpendicular line means. So they said already it is 90 degree. Perpendicular line, just we have to prove that it is passes through the center only. So already we know this is 90 degree by the question. Okay, and I have taken one more thing, that PD be perpendicular to the tangent AB at P. Okay, PD, actually this has to lie on OP. Okay, so PD perpendicular to the tangent AB at P. So since I have taken as it is perpendicular, I can write that DPB is equal to 90 degree. Clear, children? From this 1 and 2, I can tell that both the angles are equal. I can tell that both the angles are equal. Since both the angles are equal, we can tell that it is equal, Kana. See the figure, you can tell that both the angles will be equal. This angle and this angle will be equal. No, we can't tell it is equal, which is impossible. Why it is impossible? Which is impossible. Why it is impossible? Since angle DPB is a part of, see this one, DPB is a part of OPB. In the full angle OPB, DPB is a part, one part. Part of angle OPB, and hence they cannot be equal. They can't be equal. Clear, children? They can't be equal. So we can't tell that PD not passes through the center O. We can't tell that PD is not passes through the center O. That is a contradiction. So we can tell that PD must be passes through the center only. Already I said that PD must lie on the line OP only, no? So hence PD passes through the center O. That is the perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact passes through the center only. Are you all clear, children? This is simple problem only, but you have to understand. Let AB be the tangent to the circle at the point of contact P, and PD be perpendicular to the tangent AB at P. That you are going to take. And you are going to prove that PD passes through the center O. For that, I am going to consider that it is not going to pass through center O. By the tangent radius theorem, we know that DPB, we can tell that DPB is equal to 90 degree by this statement. And then OPB is equal to 90 degree by this statement, we can tell. So from 1 and 2, we can tell that both the angles are equal, which is impossible. I have drawn here, no, this is impossible. It won't lie like this. It will be lie on OP only. Clear, children? Which is impossible since the angle DPB is a part of angle OPB and hence they cannot be equal. Therefore, it's not passes through the center O is wrong. Definitely, it must be passes through the center O. Clear? Therefore, the perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact passes through the center only. Are you all clear, children? Next, sixth problem. The length of a tangent from a point A. The length of the tangent from the point A. The length of the tangent means from the point of contact to the external point. From the point of contact to the external point is the length of tangent. No, that 5 centimeter from the center of the circle. From the center of the circle is 4 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter. The length is 4 centimeter. The length of the tangent is 4 centimeter. So, next what we have to find? We have to find the radius of the circle. We have to find the radius of the circle. How we can find, children? We know that it will make 90 degree by theorem 10.1, that is tangent radius theorem. We can tell that OB perpendicular to BA, that angle OBA is equal to 90 degree. So, by Pythagoras theorem, we can find the missing side. Dear children, OA square is equal to OB square plus BA square. OA square 5 square, OB, that only you have to find radius R, plus BA 4 square. So next 25 is equal to R square plus 16. 25 minus 16 is equal to R square. If you subtract, what you will get? 9. Then R is equal to root 9. R is equal to 3 centimeter. That radius of the circle. Therefore, radius of the circle is 3 centimeter. Of the circle is 3 centimeter. Clear, children? This is very simple problem, but you have to understand this, which one is 4 centimeter and which one is 5 centimeter. The length of the tangent from the point A, at the distance of 5 centimeter from the center of the circle, at the distance of 5 centimeter from the center of the circle, this point A they are telling, at the distance of 5 centimeter from the center of the circle is 4 centimeter. That they are mentioning that length of the tangent is 4 centimeter from the distance from the point A at the distance 5 centimeter from the center of the circle. Clear, children? Mostly many students, they will change this one. This will they consider that this is 5 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter. Don't do that mistake, Kana. Understand the question and do the sum. properly. Clear, children?